It was nothing. This could be useful. Maybe.
All thanks to your help. I appreciate your coaching, Professor. I'm a quick study. I appreciate your Thank you, Professor. I couldn't have done it without you. I'm sure I'll get it again next time. Now I feel like I'm getting somewhere. Now I feel like I'm getting somewhere. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your time. Is this what success feels like?
This will be useful.
May I ask a question, Professor? Wow, you're a genius! Thank you. I will enjoy this. I'll give it my all. This should be perfect. Appreciate it.
Say,
I've come to deliver vegetables we harvested in the village to the monastery's dining hall. Because of the season, I couldn't really pick that much. But I wanted to help you guys out, even just a little bit. We're busily planting seeds, so when things start to grow, I'll be back.
I agree that we should head for Ferdiad, but let's not forget our search for Lady Rhea. The soldiers from the church are going to set up a base at the Great Bridge of Murden. They'll be able to keep up the search while we head for the kingdom capital. The kingdom capital. It's been way too long since I was there last. Oh, Professor, I didn't mean... it's not that I'm looking forward to it or anything. Please don't tease me like that. It's just, when I think of us finally saving everyone in Ferdiad, it makes me a little happy. Okay, maybe a lot happy. The kingdom capital is under the tight control of Cornelia, who was ennobled by the Empire. Judging by what we heard from Lord Rodrigue, it sounds like she's a tyrant. But all of that ends soon. Let's get there quickly.
Professor?
Okay.
Unbelievable.
Hello.
Professor.
How is this?
Professor.
Hey, I could use a hand.
I really caused trouble for you, didn't I? I am so sorry, truly. I am also eternally grateful to you. Now, it's time to go to the kingdom capital. I hope that you will lend me your strength once again.
How is this?
Everyone is saying His Highness is back to his old self, but I do not think that is accurate. What he was until recently is what he had been for as long as I've known him. So tortured by his compassion for the fallen that it had driven him mad. He has always been too kind to be king. He has always felt too much for the weak and the dead. That is exactly why I look up to him.
Maybe. I don't feel like I can just forget all the awful stuff he's done. But if His Highness is owning up to his past and trying to move forward, I figure I can give him that chance. We've been friends since we were kids. I'm gonna be there for him all the way to the end.
Professor.
Thanks. I'm glad I asked you.
Maybe.
Hello.
We buried Lord Rodrigue's body ourselves. There wasn't time to do things properly. It pains me that I was unable to take him home to his territory. Once this war is over, I'd like to hold a proper funeral for him. For now, we need to focus on taking back Ferdiad. All will be well eventually. I know we can win.
Singing is so much fun. Everyone should enjoy themselves while they're doing it. I'll keep my voice down. Don't want people thinking I'm vying for attention. But how loud is too loud? Standing face to face with those whom I went to school with. On the field of battle. How inhuman war is. How horrifying. My heart feels shattered. It is my hope that this war marks the end of such foolish behavior. No.
That's right. Might makes right. I'm not going down! Big win! Might makes right. Big win! Can you believe it, Professor? Dimitri actually apologized to me. Remember that awful business between him and my Uncle Randolph? He just came by and said he was sorry for all that. That was behind us as far as I was concerned. But even so, it seems like he's changed for the better.
That looks appetizing. I like this, but it's been a while, so I'm not sure.
Alright, let's get cracking. Interesting. Say, you're pretty good at this. I'll try extra hard, too. Good deal.
Unbelievable.
Maybe.
Oh, this takes me back. I used to love this when I was a child.
This is my absolute favorite. How did you know, Professor? This should be perfect.
Interesting.
Hopefully this proves useful.
Always something new to learn.
Impressive that you made it back, Dedu. It was you who saved His Highness from prison. We, all of us, thought you were dead.
My wounds were severe, but I managed. So long as I draw breath, I fight for His Highness.
Is that so?
But in my absence, you have protected him. Thank you, Gilbert, for returning to us.
Stop. I left once. I have wondered if I will be forced to leave once more after this battle is done.
Would you accept that? I imagine not.
Of course not.
You are still Gustav at heart, even now. I am not fit to replace you. Not yet. I still have a great deal more to learn. For now, all I can do is continue to be a shield for His Highness.
It is unlike you to be so talkative.
I could not be silent.
So long as you understand, I will leave the kingdom someday. It may not be until the day I die, but the time will come. This war. I'm a much older man than I was when it began. Sooner or later, someone must take my place. Do not try to carry the weight alone, Dedu. There are many talented and well-trained officers. Work together with them to assure our king's future. Do that, and when the time comes, I will rest well.
Thank you for the advice. However,
Yes?
it is too soon to treat you like an old man. You still have at least 10 years of service in you. Fargus, no. His Highness needs you. As do I. Save the old man talk for when you are truly senile.
A fair point. There's no reason to let old age make one timid.
Even as I work to surpass you, I still rely on you.
Is that so? Well then, we have more fighting ahead of us to do. We should get to it. For the future of Fargus. Your Highness, it falls to me once more to instruct you in the ways of battle. It does not befit a leader to fight on the front lines. I would ask that you refrain from such conduct in the future.
I've not had to weather your lectures in many a year, and here I thought you were avoiding me.
That is a separate matter. You have a duty to consider the value of your own life.
Your words ring true, of course. I admit, I was a bit careless out there. However, I have always been a man who is good for nothing but war. To best support our cause, I must carve a path through the battlefield with my own hands. I truly believe that will lead us to victory. Why the dark expression, Gustav? Do my words trouble you so?
You remind me of your father. His Majesty once said the same thing more than a decade ago, during the Northern Campaign. In you, I see his manner and I hear his words. You grow more like him with each day's passing. And in you, I am reminded of my failure and my duty to him.
I do not wish to speak of that matter. As I said before, I feel no resentment toward you.
Even so, you have changed since that fateful day, Your Highness. Perhaps too much. I worry that in your pain, you have locked away your true feelings. Your passion is dulled, and your vigor faded.
You want to hear my true feelings, Gustav? Then let me ask you this. Why did you save my life that day? Why did you not allow me to die along with the others? If you truly wish to atone for your sins, then take my life, here and now!
You would ask me to perform the unthinkable. You are the future of Fargus. Your kingdom needs you alive. That I was able to save you is my only sense of salvation. Your Highness, I repeat myself. Consider the value of your own life. If you continue risking all, be it on the battlefield or by issuing mad orders such as this, I will be forced to save you from yourself.
I see. So, you will continue to protect and serve me, will you? In that case, when I assume the throne, I will order you to work for me in the kingdom.
Your Highness, no, please.
My father would be happy to see such a day. Perhaps I will ask you to instruct me further in the ways of battle, when that time comes.
If I wish to atone for my sins, I must take your life? Deception has never been your strong suit, Dmitri. Or do you think I cannot see? You must know I would take my own life before I let anyone harm you.
Hello, Father. May I have a moment?
Of course.
I read all your letters. You never stopped writing them, did you? My birthday, Mother's birthday, every possible occasion, without fail.
Yes.
So why didn't you send any of them? If you had sent even one, we would have...
Each time I thought to send one, I could not do so. Such behavior belittled my penance. Time passed, and with it my feelings of guilt toward you and your mother grew. Even though I wrote the letters, I could not send them.
I would always talk about it with Mother. If only he'd write us at least once, we'd say. We waited and waited. All those long years.
I am sorry.
I'm tired of hearing it, so just stop. Your apologies change nothing. Send those letters to Mother. She'll be happy to hear from you.
I cannot.
In that case, why don't I send them?
I have given them to you. They are yours to do with as you wish.
All right then. I'll send them. You don't get to take it back afterwards. Father, you should know that they made me happy.
Happy?
Knowing that you were thinking of us all along. We were worried about you, Mother and I. Neither of us ever came out and said it, but we thought maybe you hated us. Were trying to forget all about us.
Never. I swear it on His late Majesty and on my homeland.
I see. All right. Then swear. Swear that someday, when this war is over, you'll come back to us.
I hear you, Annette. I will return without fail.
No matter what. That's a promise you just made. If you break it, I'll never speak to you again.
Yes, I promise.
Great. Now I'm positively elated. I can't wait until we're all a family again.
I look forward to it, Annette. More than anything.
Is this your dagger, Shamir?
I thought I lost it in battle. Thank you. I wonder if this dagger will ever fulfill its purpose.
Unexpectedly sentimental. I did not think you would be the type to let personal feelings affect you in battle.
I try to think of it as just work, but I'm still human. Was there anything else?
I was hoping we could chat.
That's not like you. Our only common ground is brevity. Now you want to chat? What's gotten into you?
Despite our superficial similarities, we are actually completely different. So, I am interested in learning more about you.
The feeling is mutual. Being born in Dusker, you're an outsider here in Fodlan. I've devoted myself to Fodlan, but really, I'm an outsider too. So there are some things that connect us.
You are diligent, as am I.
Even so, I am not like you, and never could be.
I could never be like you, either.
That's just how people are. Even people with deep romantic or familial connections will never be identical.
That is why we should try to understand each other.
At least you're easy to talk to. You could make a good partner for a mercenary like me.
And you could make a good partner for one as devoted to the kingdom as I.
That depends on how much your master would pay.
I would expect no less.
Enough chatting. We should prepare for battle.
Yes, we should talk again when we have time.
I'm always around.
Ah, it feels good to sing nice and loud. Fill my chest up with sound.
Yeah! I'll sing so loud that my voice is gonna reach the sky! Do you have a minute, Professor? I gotta talk to you. I've been thinking a lot about those brigands with the scorpion tattoos, and I realized something. I mean, I'll feel better if I get this off my chest, right? Okay, listen. I think I can't deny who I am. I know you were right 5 years ago when you told me not to chase after that suspicious guy. But I still can't get over the possibility that he might have hurt those kids. I would have regretted not stopping him for the rest of my life. There's no way I could forgive myself. It sounds awful to say, but the safety of those kids is more important to me than the nights we lost. I'm sorry, Professor, but I can't promise that I won't disobey your orders in the future. I know, it's too big a risk to keep me around. I won't cause a fuss. I'll just pack my bags and... Wait, what? I guess so. You're really okay with me sticking around? Even if I might not always follow orders? People could get hurt if you let me keep doing things my way. Just like that? I almost can't believe it. I really struggled to come to this decision, you know? I want to stand by your side, but I won't stop standing up for what I believe in. I know I might cause trouble for everyone, but I just, you know, I give up. I've got nothing else to say. I should have just kept my mouth shut. Yeah, I know. Thanks, Professor. Thanks for accepting me for who I am. I'm glad I get to keep fighting by your side.
Thank you so much.
One step before the next step.
Age is but a number.
passed thanks to you, Professor. Huh? What a relief.
Despite their victory at the Battle of Gronder, the Kingdom Army turns around and marches for Ferdiad instead of heading south. To hail the arrival of the Kingdom Army, the people of Ferdiad begin to rebel. No move is made to suppress them. Instead, Cornelia directs her borrowed Imperial troops to prevent Dimitri from reaching the kingdom capital.
Thank you.
Ferdiad. It has been a lifetime since I was here last. 5 years ago, in fact. On the day before my execution, when Dedu helped me escape from prison. I killed soldiers from my homeland, stole weapons from their corpses, and made my escape soaked in their blood. To think, this is how I would return to the city of my birth, after all that has happened. Yes, Rodrigue gave his life to show me the way back to this path. You have risked much as well. I am glad to have you at my side. From the bottom of my heart, I am forever grateful. Let's win this, Professor. Let's all make it out alive and celebrate our victory.
Your Highness, the path to the castle has been cleared. We are making preparations to advance. Say the word, and we march.
Yes. Let us begin. Everyone, listen well. This battle is for all that the Empire stole from us. It is a fight to reclaim the days of peace we once enjoyed. I give you but 2 commands. Stay alive and follow your heart. That is all I ask. The gates to the kingdom capital are open. Join me. It is time to take back our home!
I thought I would see you again, little princeling. So stubborn. It must run in your family.
Cornelia, the city is overrun with insurrection. It seems to be in response to our enemy's arrival. If we do nothing, our army may suffer damages. We should suppress the citizens immediately.
The people are rebelling? Let them do as they please. Or are you saying you have enough soldiers to divide our forces? Quite bold of you, with our enemy's most elite soldiers at our doorstep.
But what are you suggesting?
The city is going to be a battlefield anyway. Kill all who oppose us, even if they are members of the general populace. Go on now. You are needed out there.
As you wish. May we find fortune in the battle to come.
Huh. What an inconvenience the little princeling has turned out to be. And bringing that troublesome person along with him. It would have been much better if he and his sweet little stepsister had been good little children and just killed each other. The preparations are all in place. Time to meet my old master. Ready the Titaness in the streets. Let's give them a welcome to remember.
Advance! Smash that traitor Cornelia and reclaim the capital! I will not lose. I swear it by the blood in my veins. My orders?
More fighting.
Let's clean up. Going for the kill. Feels good to fight for a cause.
What's my strategy? Thank you.
Leave it to me.
At your service.
Ready when you are.
There's no stopping me.
I'm awake. I'll cut through. Alright, next.
I am prepared.
I'm your girl.
So coming. Let's see you dodge this. It is done.
Missed. Going for the kill. Thinning their numbers.
Watch and learn.
Child! Child!
Too slow. That much closer. One to remember.
I'm getting closer to my goals.
Not enough. These things are surprisingly tough. Are they being reinforced by magic?
If there is magic in use, we should find the source and eliminate it.
Too slow. I'll end this quickly. I shall not stray.
I'm impressed.
A tragic end.
Another victory.
Well met.
Will this ever end? Stay down.
more proof of my loyalty.
Weren't the Titaness enough for you? Well then, we had better activate the Viscum.
Not quite. Feels good to fight for a cause.
Pointless. Too easy.
Too slow.
This situation is dire.
Allow me to demonstrate!
You saved me.
Thanks for that.
Ready when you are.
I feel weak. You're amazing.
You haven't earned my pity.
My thanks.
Child's play.
Pointless.
I took it too far. I must retreat for now.
army can't be careless.
Much needed.
I can't quite say that I'm pleased to meet you, though I do know quite a lot about you. It would be nice if we could catch up a little, but I'm afraid it's time for you to die.
Here is something to believe in!
So this is as far as I could get. Well, so be it. Still, I'll give you a little gift.
It's over, Cornelia. If you have any last words, now is the time.
Right you are. Very well. I have an old tale that I would like you to hear, if I may. About something that happened 10 years ago. Something Patricia said about how she wished to see her real daughter again, no matter who or what she had to sacrifice to do so. And about how I made her wish come true, at the cost of the king's head.
The king's head? You mean Dusker? You monster! You mean to say that my father, everyone, was killed by my stepmother?
That's right. Her family meant everything to her. You certainly know that feeling, do you not? Oh, poor little prince. Unloved by the only mother he ever knew. How pitiful.
How dare you!
There's nothing left for you now. Nothing but despair.
Try as that woman might to spout nonsense to her very last, nothing could change the fact that she was an enemy of the kingdom. She sold out Fargus to the Empire, forcing our people to suffer their tyranny. But all that ends today. No more blood will be needlessly spilled. Now that Cornelia has fallen, we will exert pressure on the nobles who were aligned with her. Perhaps we may yet find a connection to the tragic incident in Dusker. Once we do that, we will finally be able to prove the innocence of its people.
Your Highness. I am certain that would make those of Dusker who lost their lives that day very happy. I am grateful, and I am proud to serve a man such as you.
Come, Your Highness. You still have some responsibilities that must be carried out. Your people have been patiently awaiting your return.
Do you mean... No. I can't bear to face them after all that I... Professor. Right you are, as ever. I am their king, after all. What is this?
As you can see, the people are rejoicing at the return of their king.
Even though I turned my back on them and fled the kingdom in disgrace.
Even so, the spectacle before you does not lie. We are a kingdom in need of a king, a hero to save the people from their long oppression. Your Highness, it is truly a blessing that you have returned.
Do I really have the right to stand here? Will they accept me as their king?
bloodstained as I am I fit to be king?
Yes. You are right again, my friend. I am finally home again. Fargus, how I missed you. It may be spring, but the nights are quite chilly here in Ferdiad. Still, our celebratory feast shows no sign of stopping. Have you grown weary of the festivities? If memory serves, you were much the same at the ball all those years ago. I have just returned from visiting the graves of my loved ones. It had been a long while since I left Flowers. I was always terribly afraid of going near there, but I could not stay away forever. You have taught me something important, Professor. That too, of course. But what I'm referring to is far more valuable. How should I put this? Perhaps it is most accurate to say that you taught me how to live. If you and I had not reunited on that fateful day, I am certain I would have died a fruitless death on the battlefield. I would have foolishly challenged a horde of foes, and in doing so, needlessly sacrificed the lives of my friends and myself. But now I have returned to my rightful place. I struggle with what to say when I know well that words are not enough to express my gratitude. You saved me from the darkness and guided me back to the light. Thank you, Professor. With all that I am, I thank you. That is a hard question to answer. I still do not believe I deserve happiness. These hands of mine have taken so many lives. Nobles and commoners, adults and children. Perhaps a day will come when I have finally atoned for my sins. But such a day is not possible until after the war is over. But I digress. For tonight, our only focus should be to bask in our victory. After that, we must prepare for our battle with the Empire. To start, we must absorb the Kingdom Knights taken by the Dukedom into our own forces and reshuffle our troops. The Lords will need to help purge our territory of Imperial forces, and I will use my authority as king to gather forces from various regions. And we'll have to ask the merchants to lend us the funds we require. Oh, and we must request delivery of supplies at once. Just thinking about it all makes my head spin. There is much to do, but it is all critical work if we hope to stand a chance against the Empire. Yes, I am well aware. I believe we have spoken of this before. Everyone has something they simply cannot accept. As for Edelgard, I am certain she will never be able to accept the Church of Seros. I believe that is why she seeks to destroy it. She is looking to revolutionize the world, in her mind, for the better. But even if she manages to birth a new world, it would be at the cost of... I wish to end this war through acceptance, not annihilation. Just as my people accepted me, I wish dearly to accept her. But I fear...
Your Highness, I finally found you.
I'm sorry for slipping away. Has something happened?
An express messenger just arrived from the leader of the Alliance. Please, return to the castle at once.
An express messenger? What in the world could Claude be after? I am on my way. Professor, please join me.
Part 2. Azure Moon. Garland Moon. The Golden Deer's Plea. The Kingdom Army has reclaimed the Kingdom capital and plans to immediately begin restoring the country and its forces. But an unexpected request arrives from Claude, leader of the Leicester Alliance. Dmitri promptly responds to the request for aid, and he rushes to prepare the kingdom's forces.
We have received a request for aid from the Alliance. They are being invaded by the Empire. We have only just taken back Ferdiad, and yet I am already asking all of you to move out once more. Please accept my apologies for that.
That's no problem at all. More importantly, how is the Alliance faring?
House Regan has rallied the Alliance lords. They are facing the enemy with all the strength they can muster. But we do not know how far that will get them. It seems the enemy's relentless attacks have forced them into a tough situation. Their defeated Gronder severely weakened the Alliance. I imagine the Empire now intends to destroy them before they can recover.
To think they'd watch us chase their soldiers out of the kingdom capital, then immediately go invade the Alliance. Their general is Lord Volkard von Arundel. He serves as regent to the Emperor. He has presumably taken command after the Emperor was wounded in Gronder.
He is known for his shrewdness and excels not only in domestic affairs, but tactics as well. He is not an opponent we should take lightly. Lord Arundel. I always suspected that Lord Arundel was behind the tragedy 9 years ago. The timing of his departure from the kingdom, the fact that he abruptly stopped making donations. Too many factors made him suspect. If Lord Arundel conspired with Cornelia, then what Kronya and the others said 5 years ago? Well, never mind that for now. The Alliance needs our help. What are your thoughts?
If we turn our back on the Alliance, and then Deirdre falls, it will undoubtedly make our situation difficult further down the road. We would have enemies in 2 directions, in the Alliance to the northeast, and in the Empire to the south.
That is true. In that scenario, we would not be able to safely march our soldiers to Enbar.
I am terribly worried about Lady Rhea, but I believe we must save the Alliance first. Oh, maybe if we do this, the Alliance will help us out in return. We could ask them to help us attack the Empire. You know, a sneak attack or something.
Annie, when did you become so devious?
What would your mother think?
What? It wasn't that devious.
What do you think, Professor?
We must go to Deirdre. I will admit that there is something to be gained for us as well, for when we eventually march south. But far more importantly, they need us. We cannot turn our backs on them. We will arrange to head out at once. Prepare yourselves, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Your Highness, thank you for everything.
This is sudden. Why so formal? You are not about to tell me you intend to leave the army, are you?
Oh no, it's not that. I just had the chance to return to the capital on military business. It had really been a long time. Life's pretty hard there right now, but its old vitality seems to be returning bit by bit. If it wasn't for you, I'm sure things wouldn't be looking so promising. So...
Come now, no need to exaggerate. Do not forget that I abandoned them and fled once as well.
You had no choice. If you had remained in the capital, you would have been killed. If you keep thinking so dark and gloomy, you're gonna end up looking just like Father.
Annette, you probably do not realize, but over those 5 years, I took many, many lives. I slaughtered generals and officials alike with brutality you would scarcely think a human was capable of. And as I have intensified my fight with the Empire, how many people have fallen in the capital? My hands are already dripping with blood. I cannot be forgiven.
You really are a lot more like Father than I am. Before Father left us, he used to say similar things. I don't want you to end up like him. So, I've been thinking, when this war is over, I was wondering whether I could help you with your work. Of course, I don't know how much I'd be able to support a king.
What are you saying?
If I leave you to your own devices, you'll forget how to laugh. We can't have that. You won't be able to do what you have to do with such a miserable look on your face. So, if you'll have me, I'd like to stay by your side. If you're sad or suffering, I'll just starve you until you muster a smile.
Starve me?
Hey, you weren't supposed to laugh at that part. I thought a lot about this.
Sorry, I could not help myself. Certainly with you around, I will not have any cause to frown. By all means, join me, Annette. And never lose that sweet smile of yours.
Yes, I promise.
Speaking of which, with the capital recaptured, I desire to call him Your Majesty rather than Your Highness. He would refuse my desire, rightfully pointing out that he has not as yet been crowned. However, the day this war is ended and the Church has placed the crown upon his head, then he will truly be our king, and I will call him Your Majesty at last. I must go hear the reports from our spies. There is something worrying me, and... No, it can wait. I shall tell you more when our information is more concrete. I have a request.
Hi there!
What? There's unrest everywhere these days. All of my fellow merchants seem to be endangered. I hope things go back to normal soon. People need more to smile about, aside from my great deals. Hey, how about a favor? Appreciate it.
Hey!
What do you think?
Speaking of, with the capital he would however, then I must go. I shall tell you more.
Pardon me.
Incredible.
Dimitri is going to Claude's aid. How great is that? It's like we've gone back to how things were 5 years ago. It's so nice. Just imagine if 80 was there too. I suppose you can't ever really go back to the way things were in the past.
No.
Pardon me.
Claude, eh? He always was sharp among his peers. Never let himself get caught up in conventions. He wasn't typical in Fodlan. I'd like to save him if we can. I know. And I'm sure he's already calculated exactly when that will be.
I went to visit my adoptive father at his home in the capital. He used to grovel at Cornelia's feet when the city was under her control. But after it was liberated, he started courting the kingdom instead. I suppose he was just doing what he needed to survive. No matter what becomes of the world, it'll always be plagued by people like him. No matter what becomes of the world, it'll always be plagued by people like him.
Deirdre, huh? I've always wanted to go there. In Fargus, most of the towns are pretty much glorified fortresses. So, to hear about a place called the Aquatic Capital, it just sounds so elegant. When the war's over, I hope I can visit with everyone there.
What do you think?
What do you think? Remember the Death Knight who stabbed me 5 years ago? Of course you do. How could you forget? Well, it turns out he's a general in the Imperial Army, claiming victories on dozens of battlefields. But it looks like he's not at Deirdre. Like every man in my life, he's run away from me. And he better run. One day I'm gonna find that guy and pay him back for what he did to me.
There is still more to learn.
What do you think?
Speaking of which,
I thought there was a chance that Cornelia had captured Lady Rhea, but it seems that is not the case. Our next foe, Lord Arundel, was once a pious adherent to the Saros Creed. His contributions to the church stopped quite abruptly some time ago. I think it is likely the man knows something.
You plan to aid Claude, do you not? Huh. I think that is absolutely marvelous. Being opposing forces at the Battle of Gronder was ill-fated. It hurt to side against him. I am happy that things have taken a brighter turn now.
My uncle gave me some of my father's belongings, weapons, books, but there was something else that my old man really wanted to pass down. He wanted me to inherit his mission, ensuring that Dmitri ascends the throne. Or so I believe.
Whoa! Hi there!
I enjoy cooking. You seem to know what you are doing.
That reminds me.
A hungry hero is no better than a well-fed soldier. Do you know that saying? No? That's because I just made it up. If you're hungry, you're never going to be at full strength. Keep your belly full and stay strong. This is one of my favorites. How did you know?
This is a wonderful dish. You could sell this in any restaurant in the capital.
I like this.
Yeah, you just get it, Professor. This is my favorite.
Let's see. It was over 20 years ago. There was an illness raging across Ferdiad, while people were dying left and right. It was Cornelia who saved the kingdom from that dreadful illness. No, I hear she was originally an imperial scholar. She was in the kingdom by my father's invitation. People praised Cornelia as a saint for ending the epidemic. But there came a day when she completely changed. Her behavior, mannerisms, likes, dislikes, everything. Despite all that, Father still appointed her to a high post. After all, she had saved the kingdom from ruin by that disease. But above all, my stepmother trusted her. That's why what that woman said is Never mind. This will be useful. All due to your coaching. Thanks. I'm a bit embarrassed.
Quite intriguing.
Thank you, Professor. I couldn't have done it without you. I'm sure I'll get it again next time. Now I feel like I'm getting somewhere. Thank you, Professor. I couldn't have done it without you. Yes, very good. Thank you, Professor. I couldn't have done it without you.
Let's do this again sometime, Professor. Let's do this again sometime, Professor.
I got it? Good! You're... I got it? Yes, that's it! Yes, that's it! Yes, that's it!
You're making me blush. This will be useful.
I have a question. Impressive. You know, you're a really good teacher.
So I said, two can play at that game. I told him, a small-time little weasel like you ought to be begging me for attention. Oh, it gets me so mad, so worked up. Why aren't there any men around here who understand what a catch I am? Come to think of it, you've always been nice to me. I mean, you listen to all my problems. I feel like I can really trust you. I don't have that kind of thing with a lot of people. Right, I got it. I knew you'd say we were just friends. I'd like to maybe talk about this once the war is over. Once we're all safe. All right, enough of this moping around. What we need is a change of mood. We've still got a lot to do together. When I think about that, what are one or two men? I can't stay calm when I'm like this. What's wrong is, it's not just one or two men, it's more like 100 men, maybe even 200, more! I'm completely... Oh, I can't get out of this mood! Actually, I've got an idea. Exercise will help. I'm going to the training ground. Come on and give me a hand. Gonna work my anger out on 100 training dummies. Maybe 200 if we've got 'em.
Thanks a million.
Annette, if something happens, you must tell me right away.
I'm a grown-up now. You're the one who's old and needs to take it easy.
I will keep that in mind. You could have done better, Annette.
Right. If I can team up with you again, I want to try a different approach.
I'll do my best with this.
Thank you. You may leave now. Not really. There is just a problem I must now clean up. Do you know of Aryan Road? It is a fortress that also goes by the name of the Silver Maiden. Yes, I had thought I might have mentioned it before. It is a fortress city that is lauded as the strongest in the kingdom. The land around Aryan Road was once entrusted to Count Rowe. When he turned to the Empire, the Silver Maiden went with him. Now, one after another, the lords of each region are leaving the Empire at the call of the Eastern Lords. But I am sure the Empire has no plans to relinquish the fortress city, given its strategic position on the front lines of their war with the kingdom. Unless we can take back Aryan Road, the kingdom will continually be attacked at its weakest points. I was thinking that we need to deal with it soon, and that we need to investigate the status of the enemy's force, but... I'm afraid so. We confirmed that troops departed the Imperial capital, headed for Aryan Road. If they are followed by a second and third batch of reinforcements, then the difficulty of taking back Aryan Road will increase exponentially. But that does not mean we are entirely without recourse. I am just at a loss as to when the soldiers will arrive. Right away? You never cease to amaze. Your answers always bring me joy. Okay, let's gather everyone immediately. We'll begin the war council for the departing troops.
Seems we are just in time. Any later and Aryan Road may have been lost. Her Majesty was right to send me here.
Hubert. So, you have come here in command of extra troops from the Imperial capital. I had hoped to take the fort while it was poorly defended, but now... well, there is nothing to be done. We must defeat him, and then take Aryan Road. Traps have been set throughout Aryan Road to repel invaders who make it inside. If I remember correctly, there should be devices somewhere that let you deactivate the traps. However, Aryan Road has been in Imperial hands for a while now. They may have changed how things work, but there's no point in dawdling. Let's just make a point to disable any devices we come across.
What's my strategy? Thank you.
Ready when you are.
At your service.
Let's clean up. More fighting. It's win or die. Thanks so much.
I don't know what happened.
Winning is what matters.
There's no stopping me.
I'm awake.
Battle does have its benefit.
Leave it to me.
There's no stopping me.
Surprise reinforcements. We must defeat them. Not enough.
Too easy.
What's my strategy?
I'm your girl.
What's next? Stay vigilant. Going for the kill. Thinning their numbers.
I'm glad I can count on you.
I'll cut through.
I'll cut you down!
You haven't earned my pity.
Brilliant.
At your service.
I'm awake.
If only progress didn't require so much work. Well done.
I suppose you thought defeating the troops outside the castle first would demoralize the ones within. Not such a bad idea, honestly. But you failed to account for me.
All is going to plan.
This is no time to stand idle.
More fighting.
My orders?
Child's play!
Taking life doesn't faze me.
Another victory. It won't be in vain. Let's go.
I must admit, I did well.
Missed.
This could turn the tides. Thank you. I must lead them well.
Only thorns left on this rose. Ready when you are. I'm good now. Let's clean up.
Watch and learn. Allow me to demonstrate. This could turn the tides. I must lead them well.
First grander field and now here. You certainly have a talent for getting in our way.
Predictable.
Not so fast.
Too easy. All is going to plan. I must lead them well.
Missed.
Watch and learn. Here is something to believe in. All is going to plan. Predictable.
I don't expect forgiveness.
It's over.
That's as far as I go. I'll withdraw. For now.
Lord Hubert was defeated? Retreat! Sound the retreat!
The Empire troops are withdrawing. This is it. We failed to get Hubert, but at least we have recaptured Aryan Road. Let's clean up the wreckage and return to Garrick Mach. Well done, everyone. The day is ours.
you so much.
Oh, it's you. I think all of this work is just catching up with me. Just pretend that yacht never happened. By the way, I wanted to thank you for your help with the Aryan Road campaign the other day. You were exceptional. Your leadership was key in taking back Aryan Road safely. Indeed, everyone gave their all for victory. I am always being saved by those around me, it seems. It seems that after taking back Aryan Road, many things are changing within the kingdom. Specifically, the lesser lords of the lands surrounding Aryan Road have pledged vassalage to the kingdom. The knights they possess may now be added to the kingdom's army. And if that happens, I would like to leave them in your capable hands. Also, my apologies. Here I am, simply throwing one report after another at you. Perhaps. It is certainly true that I have been stuck in my quarters lately, dealing with more official business and other such tasks than ever before. But that is something I have been putting off for far too long. Though it is exhausting, filling in the blanks of 5 years and several months must be done. I am going to tackle them all, one at a time. That is one small part of my atonement. So, Professor, I have been doing all of the talking, but I assume you came here for a reason. A victory celebration, you say? You know, this reminds me of that time I dragged you to the dining hall. Do you recall? If memory serves, that was after the mock battle between the houses. It was a wonderful time. We had just finished our mission, and we were invited to join in the celebration. You know, every once in a while, I do long to be part of the group as well. But do you think that it is really acceptable for someone like me to quietly join in the merriment? You really think so? Well, if you insist. Thank you, Professor. Now then, let's go. Together.
Oh no! Now what should I do? Thank you for being so kind, Professor. Yes, very good.
Here for the flowers again? I see. I have two things to say. First, I thank you for supporting His Highness in my absence. But I must also admonish you for taking your own well-being too lightly. On several occasions, I have seen you protect others by putting yourself in harm's way. I am grateful for your efforts, But I feel you should place a higher value on your own life. His Highness relies on you. As do I. Then show that with your actions. We cannot afford to lose an invaluable asset like you. And... this greenhouse would be a more lonely place without you in it. It would not be fair to the flowers to leave me their only caretaker. Someday, I hope to show you a whole landscape of these flowers in full bloom. Yes, once this conflict is over and His Highness ascends the throne, I believe it can be done. You must live at least until then. Understood? I had not thought much of my own life until now, except that I would gladly cast it aside for His Highness. That is still true, but now I desire to see the end of this war. Until I can show you the fields of Dusker and Bloom, I will go on living.
Professor, look! I think I've done pretty well.
Yes, I think she has earned the right to be proud.
Is this what success feels like?
I'm just not there yet.
Impressed yet?